the ground shake.
Hey guys, what is going on? My name is Gummy. Today we are back for another plushie tutorial. Again, today continuing with the Pokemon Go series. So today we are doing the derpy fish, otherwise known as Magikarp, and the materials you're going to need to build this are the following. So you'll need yellow stained clay, orange stained clay, block of snow, black wool, pink wool, red sandstone stairs, red sandstone slab, quartz slab, nether brick, birch fence, and also red carpet. Now if you're from PC and have access to custom skulls, feel free to grab yourself a black skull, so basically like a mob head but just a pure black one. If you're on console or any other platform, you could use a wither skeleton skull, but personally I'm just going to use black wool because it does look a tad better. So I'll leave that on screen for you right now for a second, just so you can grab them blocks into your inventory. And remember, if you do enjoy this video, please do not forget to leave a like on the video, subscribe down below if you haven't already, and drop me a follow on the social medias, Twitter and Instagram, at GummyBearGames and at RealGummy, because YouTube is really bad at notifying you when I upload, and that's always a good way to stay in the loop. Okie dokie, so with that said, hopefully you've got all this stuff ready and we can begin building. So what we're going to start by doing is finding a nice empty space and by placing 2 yellow stained clay. Then what we're going to do is behind this we're going to leave a 1 block gap and then place 2 more and leave another 1 block gap and 2 more. So you should currently have 3 1x2s of yellow stained clay, and it should look something like this. Now bear in mind, this is the way the fish is going to be facing, so the mouth will be here, a tail will be over there, and then fin. So what we're going to do from here is link these together. So on the middle one, we're going to go up 1, so we're going to bring it up on left and right side, and then forwards, and also backwards. And what that does is gives you a 3x2 platform, as you can see here, and that's going to act as the base. And then from here, we're going to work up into the main body. Now for Magikarp, the actual main part of the fish, you could either use orange stained clay or red stained clay. Personally, I feel orange is more accurate, but again, you can play around with either. And what we're essentially going to do is, for the first layer of the body, is a loop around this. So what we're going to do is go forwards 1 and up 1 on any part. You could do it on this part, forwards 1, up 1. And then we just want to do a solid loop all the way around this section, and what that will do is, as you can see, leave a 3x2 gap in the middle and give you a 5x4 rectangle surrounding it. So essentially, as you can see, that is a 5x4 rectangle of orange stained clay, 5 wide and 4 tall, or if you're looking at it from a front point of view, 4 wide and 5 tall. But most importantly, you still want to be able to see this 3x2 in the middle, and that is essentially the first layer of the body, and from here we can work up on each side. So we're going to come around to the side here. What we'll do is just mark out that this is indeed the front. I'll put a little pillar right there. This is now the front. We're going to come around to the right side of the fish, and this is where we're going to start making our first bit of progress. So we're going to go up 1 and to the left 1 from this orange stained clay on the left side, and then on the right side we're going to go up 1 and to the right 1. Now this is how we're going to get our round shape. So on each side we're going to go up 3. So 1, 2, 3. So that'll now be 4 tall. You can remove that block if you want, same with this side. And same on this side, you're going to go 1, 2, 3. And then go in diagonal on each side. So on the left, you go towards the right. On the right, you go towards the left. And link together by placing 3 blocks in the middle. And that will give you a shape which looks like this. Now, as you can see, that is 5 wide and 4 tall. If you were doing it as a general rectangle, it'd be 7 wide and 6 tall. And what you can go ahead and do if you want to is fill this whole section in. We will be punching out 4 blocks for the eyes, but we'll worry about that later on. So as you can see, once you fill it all in, you'll be left with a shape that's relatively round, which looks like this. So now what we're going to do is work on that on the other side. So if we transition around to the other side, same as before, we go up on each side, and on the left we go 1 to the left, on the right we go 1 to the right. That will give you a shape that looks like this. On either side, we're going to go up 1, 2, 3. Same on this side, 1, 2, 3. And then go up diagonal on either side again and link together by placing 3 in the middle. Yet again, that will give you the shape. I know it's difficult to see because you can see the colouring in the background. So I'll go ahead and fill it in and then give you guys an opportunity to pause if you need to. So that is what it looks like from the left side currently. Again, that is 5 and that is 4. And then coming around to the front view, you see it looks like this. And then the right side exact same as the left. So, as I said, you can see from the front side it's a bit empty, and that's what we're going to work on finishing up right now. So the way we're going to do this is you have this empty surface with a 2-block gap in the middle. Right on the first layer of this gap, so directly between the first layer of the 2 orange stained clay, make sure this is at the front by the way, we're going to place 2 nether brick. And on top of that, we're going to place 2 more. For the next 3 layers, we're going to do 2 orange stained clay, and that will bring up 1 layer higher than this one, and will give you a 1-block gap in the left and right side. Then what we're going to do is underneath the nether brick, we're also going to place 2 orange stained clay, and that will cap off the front side, and will give you a shape like this. Now essentially, to summarise what this nether brick represents, is the inside of the mouth. And the way we cap off the mouth and identify what the mouth is with our pink wool. So what we're going to head and do is now put a loop around the nether brick. So we start off, and bear in mind this is all 3D, this is all a 3D effect, so we're building on top of, not replacing. Right next to it, we're going to place on the left and the right 2 pink wool on either side. Then below and above, we're also going to place 2 pink wool, and that will give you a circular shape that looks like this. You can now get rid of the pillar at the front, which identifies it is the front, because of course the mouth is going to be the front. Whilst we're on the mouth, what we're going to do is in the lower part of the mouth, on top of this pink wool here, we're going to place 2 red wool, and that just gives you like kind of an inside of the mouth effect, and just adds to the detail a tiny bit. So as you can see here, we're making kind of nice progress. It's looking a tad derpy at the moment. I guess that's on the right track, because of course we are building Magikarp, but we're going to be finishing it up. So what we're going to do is come around to the rear side and do very much what we did at the front side, just minus the mouth. So in between the first 2 rows of orange stained clay, we're going to do orange stained clay, of course, 2, and then we're going to do 1, 2, 3, and 4 more layers, so 5 in total, and then underneath the already first layer is 2 more. So essentially, it's 6 tall, 6 by 2 in the middle, and then a pillar of 4 either side, and that's what it looks like on the rear side, exact same as the front, just minus the mouth. Again, just to recap, that's 2 wide at the bottom, 4 tall at the sides, and then 2 wide at the top, 4 wide at the side. Okay, so there is going to be a tail here, and we'll discuss that in a second. Before we move on to the tail, we're going to finish up what we've already started, which is going to be the eyes. And I can't remember what that's a quote from. We're going to finish what we started. That's going to bug me now, what that quote's from. But now what we're going to do, of course, as I just said, is the eyes. So, we're going to come around to the right side, and we're going to make the eye. And it's just clocked me that was colouring, just throwing it out there. We're going to come up to the bottom left corner, or top left corner, it doesn't really matter, and you're going to go down diagonal and down. If you go from the bottom, you're going to go up diagonal and up, and we're going to punch a 2 by 2 hole. So essentially, as I said, from the top left corner, you go down diagonal and down, and then from the bottom, you go up diagonal and up, and then you punch a 2 by 2 hole. Now, what you can do is fill that in a 2 by 2 of snow, and then if you're on console, or you're on a platform with the skulls, if you want to add a skull, in the bottom left corner, just place a black skull. It doesn't matter whether it's the wither skull or it's just a custom skull, and it will give you the 3D effect of the eye. Now, personally, I don't like the texture of the face, so I'm just going to simply place a black wool in the bottom left corner. And now we're going to go around to the right side and do the exact same. So we come to the top right corner, we go down diagonal and down 1, punch it out, bottom corner, up diagonal, up 1, punch it out, and then 2 blocks to the left of it, place a 2 by 2 of snow, and then again in the bottom right corner, 1 black wool, or if you're building with the skulls, like this. So I'll show you what it looks like with both the skull and the black wool. It looks pretty decent with either, to be honest. That's with the skull, and then that is with the black wool. So you can make a choice there. I guess that's like why I leave it up to you guys to decide what you want to do. Okie dokie, so still looking a tad derpy. That's fine, we'll work on it. So what we're going to do now is the upper part of the fish. So basically, what we did on the bottom side, we're now going to do on the top. So we start off by coming to the top, and we got this whole area here, which is empty. We'll go ahead and fill it in using orange stained clay. That will leave you with a surface that looks like this. Now, if you come to the front side, you'll have the 2 blocks in the center and then a 1 block gap either side. Come to the 2 center blocks, and we're going to count 1, 2, and on the 3rd block, we're going to place 2 yellow stained clay. Behind this, we're going to place a 2 by 2, so that now becomes a 3 by 2, and the opposite of what we did on the bottom side, we're going to do on the top. So in the middle layer, we place 2, and then on the front one, we go up 1, forwards 1, punch out the original to side, so it gives you a shape like this, and then on the rear side, again, up, back, punch out original and to side, and it will give you the shape like that. So it's basically a carbon copy of what we did at the bottom, just flipped onto the top of the head. From a side angle, you can see it looks like this. I'll give you guys an opportunity to pause if you want. And now we're going to move on to the rear tail. So as you can see, not really looking too much like a fish right now. Well, I guess it kind of does, but it looks like it has legs, which is a bit weird. But we're going to sort that now. We're going to add a tail, and it's instantly going to look like a Magikarp. I lied, it probably won't, but it will look a lot more than it does now. So what we're going to do is come around to the rear side of the fish, basically the opposite side to the mouth. We're then going to get our snow, and we're going to go to the bottom left corner right here, so it should be a gap. We're going to go up one, up twice, and to right one, and to 2 center blocks we're going to place snow. So 2 snow, and again this is a 3D effect. Then what we're going to do is go towards the fish, so facing away from the fish, and we're going to place a sandstone stair, upside down, a red sandstone stair to be more specific, facing towards the fish. So it should give you a shape that looks like this. If you faced it away, it would look like that. You want it facing towards. So you're going to have to stand right next to the fish, underneath, and have them facing towards the fish. Now we want to do this on the upper side as well. So we want to stand above this time. It's not going to be upside down, but we want the stairs facing towards the fish, not away. Okay, so again, bear in mind there's 2 layers. It is too thick. That's what it should be looking like so far. That is the first layer of 3, which is made up of the tail. Okay, so for the second layer, again, each layer at this point is 3x2. The second layer, we're going to place a 3x2 simply of snow. So we literally just layer it on behind it, and that is a 3x2 of snow. Now, underneath this and above it, we're going to place 2 red sandstone slabs, and it will give you a shape now that looks like this. It's kind of capping it off, I guess you could say. And then what we're going to do is bring it forwards one. So on the lower half and the upper half, we bring the sandstone slabs out 1 block further, and that brings us onto the third and final layer of the tail. So for the third and final layer, what we're going to do is we're going to start off by placing 2 quartz stairs facing away from the fish, again upside down, and then we're going to do the same on the bottom, but it's not upside down this time, it's just facing away from the fish. The final touch for the tail is above these lower stairs, we're going to place a slab right on top, and that will give you a shape that looks like this, and that wraps up the tail. So from a side perspective, that pretty much shows you all you need to do. So if you want to pause, feel free to do so. And again, in perspective of where it is, you can see here that that is on the third block, that stair right there, and this one is on the second. So again, just for the perspective, I'll zoom out a little bit just so you can see what it looks like. And again, take your time, pause if necessary. So moving on to the side fins now, what we're going to do is let's just start on this side. We're going to come to the eye, so to this lower snow half. If you've got a skull here, this will be snow as well, but you want the one that doesn't have the skull or the black wool. What we're going to do is place a red sandstone stair. You might have to place something behind it, so right here, you want a red sandstone stair facing towards the front side of the fish, hanging off the side. Then what we're going to do is bring it forwards 1 towards us, and to right 1, punch out the original, and you'll now have a diagonal connection between the stair and the snow. And then we're going to bring the snow 1 back. So 1 to the right, and as you can see, that is what it looks like currently. What we're now going to do is above the snow, we're going to place 2 red sandstone slabs, to be more specific. And below it, on the first one, so the one on the left, we're going to place a quartz slab. And on the right, we're going to place a upside down stair facing towards these slabs. So as you can see, you have one facing towards the slab, and that is a quartz stair upside down. Now the final touches, there's 2 blocks we're going to place. The first one, what we're going to do is coming off of this stair here, go around to the right side of it and place a stair, so facing towards the right side, a stair, and then above it we're going to place another one, and that will give you the shape like this, and that is a little I guess fin coming off the side. So close up, that's what it looks like, and then from the side angle, as you can see right there. So I'm trying to give you as many angles as possible, just so you can pause the video if you want and catch up. I know explanation might not be the best in this point, but visuals hopefully are. Okay, so now the joy is we've got to repeat this on the other side. Now I say the joy, it's not actually that difficult, it is literally the exact same. So we now come around to the right side, again to the bottom left corner of the eye this time, and we're going to have a sandstone stair coming off the side, facing towards the front side of the fish. We're then, again, going to bring it forwards 1 with snow, and 2 to the left, punching out the original and leaving us with 2 floating snow. Above said 2 floating snow, we're going to place 2 red sandstone slabs, And then underneath, on the right side, we're going to place 1 quartz slab, and on the left, a upside down stair facing towards the right side. The final 2 blocks we're going to place is a quartz stair facing towards the left side, going off of the quartz stair on the lower half, and also quartz stair going off of the snow on the upper half. As you can see, exact same as the other side, and that is your fin on each side. Okie dokie, so really starting to make some progress now. The last thing we need to do before we can call this tutorial a wrap is add the little parts. I guess it kind of reminds me of like a mustache almost. Add the parts coming off the mouth. So what we're going to do is, of course, come to the mouth. That makes a bit of sense. And come to the bottom corner of the pink wall on the side. So this one and this one. We're going to go 1 to left and 1 to right using our birch fence, as you can see. And that's the starting point. From here, we're going to go down once and then twice. And on the left side, we go once to the left. And on the right side, we go once to the right. So again, down once and twice from the starting point, and then on the right side you go once to the right. And once you've done that, that is it. You have got your very own Magikarp. Now I will probably put a picture on screen right now of what it looks like if you use the red stained clay. It gives you a bigger variant between the fins, and that makes it stand out a bit more. But overall, I would probably argue that Magikarp is better off as orange. It's more accurate to the in-game. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get rid of my arm. We'll have a little spin around and a little chat about the channel and how you can stay updated with all the content I'm doing on here. So again, feel free to pause at any point. I'll go as slow as possible just so you can have the perfect opportunity. So anyways, if you did enjoy, please do consider leaving a like and subscribing down below. As I mentioned earlier, YouTube sub boxes are a bit meh at the moment, to put it politely. So if you want to stay updated, there's a few ways you can do this. Step 1 is either clicking on the little bell or settings icon right next to the subscription button and clicking all notifications. Now what this will do is drop you a cheeky little email every time I upload a video, which isn't too often, so your email won't get spammed, which is always a positive, I guess. And that means you're always in touch or in the loop. Alternatively, what you could do is drop me a follow on Twitter at GummyBearGames. Again, I tweet out every time I release a video. I also tweet out every time I'm about to release a video. And it's also a good way to chat to you guys and just generally conversate. That's always cool. So if you want to do that, again, there's Twitter. And also, I'll upload a picture to Instagram every so often with the tutorial linked below. So again, that's at RealGummy, and that is my Instagram. So enough plugging. I really do hope you stay tuned for the next videos. I really do hope you enjoyed this one. Again, shout out to Rustled or Nebula for the design. Really, really good one. Again, thank you very much for watching. Really do hope you enjoyed. Till we speak again soon, my name has been Gummy, and goodbye. Eyes in the sky, gazing far into the night. I raise my hand to the fire, but it's no use, 'cause you can't stop it from shining through. It's true, baby, let the light shine through. If you believe it's true, baby, won't you let the light shine through?